My family name is Ying. Back then, my father and I took the elixir of immortality together. Now 2,000 years later, every human on the planet suddenly had a death countdown appear on their arm without warning. My wife had 1 year left to live. The man she truly loved had only 1 day, but for me there was no end in sight. On my arm, a fake countdown showed a mere 60 years. My wife knelt at my feet, tears streaming down her face. Honey, you still have 60 years. What does a few years less matter? I beg you, I'm begging you. The next second, she and her beloved lunged at me like rabid dogs, pinning me down. A cold instrument pierced my wrist, and I watched the numbers representing my life plummet. 60 years, 10 years, 1 year, until only 1 day remained. They wept for joy. I could only shake my head. They had no idea that this death countdown meant nothing to me. Wonderful, Eichen. You're saved. Jiangxue wept with joy, clinging to Guchen like a flower in the rain. Guchen held her and let out a long sigh of relief, then looked at me with the air of a victor, his eyes filled with contempt and pity, as if I were an ant about to be crushed. Lin Yuan, thank you for your generosity. Don't worry, after you're gone, Xuer and I will take good care of your inheritance. I sat up from the floor without a word, brushed the dust off my clothes. The tiny sting from the puncture on my wrist was barely noticeable, but I couldn't even be bothered to rub it. I looked at them, at my wife in name, who had pushed me into the abyss for another man. I looked at that man, so contentedly enjoying the life he had stolen from me, adding final insults to his injury. Over 2,000 years, I've watched dynasties rise and fall, seen seas turn to fields, human greed and foolishness. I've witnessed far too many times. Each time it stirs a weariness deep in my bones. Honey, don't blame me. I had no choice. I couldn't just stand by and watch Chen die. You're just an ordinary person anyway. Those 60 years would be wasted on you. Better to let them be put to good use for us. Yeah, Lin Yuan, you're an orphan with no family, a worthless life. Your life being traded for mine, the heir of the Gu family, is the greatest value you'll ever have. You should feel honored. I said nothing, just slowly rose to my feet. My silence they took for despair, for impotent rage. Enough, Shaer. Don't waste words on someone who's about to die. Let's go. My parents are waiting to celebrate. Shozaka nodded, threw one last look at me, her eyes complicated and guilt-ridden, but mostly relieved. She followed Guchen out of the villa I had bought for us as a home. The door slammed shut with a bang. The whole world fell silent. I looked down at the stark red 1 day countdown on my wrist, then pulled out my phone and dialed a number I hadn't used in ages. The call was picked up almost instantly. On the other end, a voice, ancient and trembling with emotion, spoke with utmost respect. Sir, you finally contacted me. Old son, activate the Divine Judgment Project. Huh? Sir, has something serious happened that requires divine judgment? Nothing serious. I walked over to the massive floor-to-ceiling window, watching Guchen's flashy red Ferrari disappear in a cloud of dust. A cold smirk tugged at the corner of my mouth. Just 2 insects thinking they've bitten a god. Morning sunlight streamed through the curtains. I opened my eyes, glanced at my wrist out of habit. The countdown read 0 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 1 second. The second hand ticked to 0. The entire wristband display flickered and went dark. A few seconds later, the screen lit up again, and a new set of numbers slowly appeared. 9,099,999 years, 364 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. I shook my head helplessly. The elixir of immortality I had taken with my father back then was proving even more potent than we had imagined. This death countdown that had inexplicably appeared on every human's arm could not decipher my true state. So after my timer hit 0, following its underlying logic, it simply assigned me the highest number the system could display. My family name is Ying, single given name Che, a name from over 2,000 years ago. So old I had nearly forgotten it myself. Now I go by Lin Yuan. I took my time getting up and washed up. Fried myself a couple of eggs. As I was eating breakfast, my phone started buzzing like crazy. It was Jiang Shi. I swiped to answer, saying nothing. Ah? Lin Yuan, you're not dead. On the other end, Jiangxue's voice was filled with shock and a trace of barely concealed panic. The world had been live-streaming the countdowns of prominent figures. The night before, countless people had watched, as some wealthy individuals and celebrities reached their end. As the tragic protagonist whose wife sacrificed him for her old flame, my death had drawn some attention. They must have seen that after my timer hit 0. I didn't turn to ash like everyone else, which explained their panic. You wanted me dead? Oh no. I'm just surprised. Lin Yuan, what's going on with you? Why doesn't the countdown work for you? If you want to know, come and beg me. Maybe I'll tell you. I hung up without waiting for a reply. Back at the Gu family mansion, Jiangxue clutched her phone, her face pale as a ghost. What did he say? Guchen, who hadn't slept all night, had bloodshot eyes. The fact that I wasn't dead weighed on him like a stone. A man who should be dead was still alive, and he carried the guilt of having stolen that life. It filled him with a fear he had never known. He said I have to go and beg him. Jiangxue stammered, her lips trembling. Beg him? Who does he think he is? Guchen savagely kicked over the coffee table in front of him. That worthless nobody dares to act high and mighty? It must be a glitch in the system. Yes. That's it? He kept repeating it, as if trying to convince himself. Just then, Guchen's father, Gu Changfeng, chairman of the Gu Corporation, came down the stairs with a grim face. Calm down, the sky isn't falling. I've already had it looked into. There are several cases worldwide of people surviving after their countdown hit 0. Experts say it might be a system bug, that Lin Yuan just got lucky and hit the bug. Hearing his father's words, Guchen relaxed slightly. Dad, what do we do now? Transferring time is illegal. What if that guy calls the cops? Cops? What evidence does he have? We have the best legal team in the city. What can a penniless nobody do against us? All you need to do is forget this ever happened and focus on recovering. As for Lin Yuan, Gu Changfeng's eyes took on a dangerous edge. He's just a bug. If the system can't kill him, then we'll help the system along. I'll take care of it. He picked up his phone and dialed a number. Hey, Black Wolf? I need you to take care of someone. Keep it clean. Make it look like an accident. Yeah, his name is Lin Yuan. Hanging up, Gu Changfeng looked at his anxious son and reassured him. Don't worry, by tomorrow morning you'll hear news of his accidental death. An orphan like him, no one will even claim his body. Gu Chen and Jiang Xue exchanged a glance, both seeing a trace of cruel relief in each other's eyes. They thought this was over. But I was sitting on my balcony sipping morning tea, looking at the message old son had just sent on my phone. Sir, Gu Changfeng has contacted an underground hitman known as Black Wolf. They plan to strike tonight. I typed back 3 characters. Noted. Then I tossed my phone aside, my gaze fixed on the sky in the distance. Tonight is going to be quite eventful.